Hi everyone, it's ELLE KOS and
Mr. Traveler.
coming to you today with a different type of video. I haven't posted my videos in a month because I've been in recovery for so long that I said I'll just wait until my reveal video. So this is it. This video is going to be very informal, and the reason I pulled my hubby on, Mr. Traveler, is because he took care of me when I had to recover, and also my mom, who is in the hospital right now, but she did a really good job, my sister and my niece. So Mr. Traveler is here, and he's going to share his information on how he helped me recover, and I'm going to take you through the steps that I went through. If you want to know the whole story, you can just click on my videos right here. They're going to be flashing up here. You can see all three of my videos that I posted on my surgical procedure. So I'm going to ask Mr. Traveler the first question. How do you feel about the entire process?
The entire process, it was a lot to go through at first, but it was probably extra for what we were going through because we were moving and I was auditioning for a new job and trying to build our business and having you with your surgery all at the same time. We were driving hundreds of miles at a time between like the Tampa area, Miami, and Orlando nonstop.
And I couldn't sit.
And she couldn't sit, so I had to like rent a van so she could lay down, and she couldn't pick up or do anything. So that was a lot for me, but that's my wife and that's my job. We're a team, and so when I'm down, she helps me, and when she's down, I help her. That's how it goes. But it is a lot because I'm so used to her being strong and being right there by my side, and we help each other out. And I had to do everything, so it was a lot, but we made it.
Thank you so much.
And the results are wonderful.
He's benefiting from them, trust me. The reason why I put the video up today was because tomorrow is our anniversary, and the last video that I posted was on my birthday of my surgery. So any milestone, I definitely do a big video. You guys know that. I couldn't do it without Mr. Traveler. He was so awesome, and I'm still not 100% yet. Believe it or not, I had 4 procedures done, and with all my procedures, I had it done at once. And Mr. Traveler was we got to know each other very well. In the middle of all that, like he said, we had a lot going on. We had life-changing things that happened. We moved from one side of Florida to the other. He had to drive back and forth, and we were moving. He got a promotion, which was good, but it was very busy. The reason of the video is not only did I get good comments, I got a lot of bad comments too about this video, about my process, and I feel that I want to address that first. I think that people should have an open mind because everybody don't think like you. If you feel like you're against surgery, that's on you. You have to deal with that yourself, but for the most part, I had my surgery to fix and reconstruct, and then I also had some added bonuses on, but I'm going to ignore the bad comments and just focus on the good reasons why I did it. I got a lot of really good responses back, and I want to address those. That's why I'm talking today, so let's get started. Okay, I want to start with questions that I received, and then I'm going to start with some things that I wanted to go over during my surgery. So the first question that I received was from Pamela Carey. Thank you so much for your question, Pamela. She asked, how long was my recovery? And you can answer that.
It's still going. May, June, July. We're knocking on 3.5 months, almost going on 4 months, but you're a lot better than what you were. You're probably like 95%.
I'm almost there.
And if somebody hadn't been picking up luggage and doing sneaking and picking up things like when they weren't supposed to, and I yelled at her. I don't yell at my wife. I yelled at her that time.
Yep. You did.
It may have been going a little bit quicker than it was.
We were moving, so it was tough. But my recovery would be a year before I'm fully recovered with all 4 procedures. The procedures that I had done was a scarless tummy tuck. I had LIPO front and back. I had muscle retention, and fat transfer. And I also wanted to get my breast done, but I'll get that done later. You can't get everything done at once, but I do want to get a lift later. So if you're questioning which procedures I had, that's what I had done. So next question. Thank you, Pamela. I have another question from Pamela. It says, how long will you wait, or how long did you have to wait between surgeries? I had all my surgeries done at once. I had 4 procedures done all at once. And the reason I had it done at once is because I don't like going under. Even though I work in surgery, I don't like to be on the other side of the table. And you have to be careful because with the surgeries that I had done, which was the BBL, the LIPO, the fat transfer, and the muscle retention, you have to have a certain iron level to have any of those surgeries done. So before you have your surgeries done, your hemoglobin has to be up. If it's not up, the doctor will cancel your surgery or postpone it until it is, because it's very dangerous when your blood drops.
And this is a good place to tell them that you need to be brutally honest with the doctor on your history, because that's where people get into trouble. Mm-hmm. If you drink, if you do any kind of drugs,
if you smoke cigarettes,
if you take any kind of meal, you need to be brutally honest with them.
It's very important because you can actually die on the table. And I didn't want to bring that up because someone actually passed away the week before I had surgery at the same facility that I went to. You have to be very careful and very honest. I think the person had just had a baby. She didn't let the doctors know, or something had happened with her having seizures and things like that. They don't let the doctor know, and when you get under anesthesia, that all affects your surgery. So please be honest. And next question. This next question is from GH. Elle, thanks for sharing this experience. You are brave. Sending prayers for a healthy, speedy recovery. When you're done, you will be a supermodel. I hope so. A lot of people say I sound like Beyonce, and I think I do, but I want to look like her too. Well, I look like myself, but I like to be enhanced. When you're done, you will be a supermodel. Will you be on a special diet, maintaining your new shape? Much love. Thank you so much. Do you think I was on a special diet?
You had to eat. Yeah, you had to eat certain things then. And then it's important to maintain a healthy lifestyle afterwards as well.
It's only a jump start. The surgeries that you have, the BBL and the tummy tuck and all that, that's just a jump start to the body that you want. You have to continue a healthy diet to maintain it. A lot of people feel like you just jump on the table, have surgery, and boom, like a magic pill is done. No, you have to actually work out all the time and maintain your diet, staying away from fast food, starchy, fatty diets. The weight will come right back.
Sugar.
With sugar and all that, and that's my downfall. I love to eat sugar, but you have to maintain it. And since I had my surgeries, I don't eat as much as I used to. My waist was, when I first had my surgery, my waist was like ridiculous, like 45, 46. It was huge. And now I'm down to a 27. So I just wanted to put that in there. My measurements for my hips, my butt was like a 41, but now it's like at a 44, I think. Just about a couple of inches more. And the surgery that I had was not to enhance, but to sculpture. I really wanted the doctor to sculpt my body, and I'll be showing you pictures throughout this video. I've been taking pictures as I healed and showing you pictures of swimsuits and things that I'm wearing. I wanted a back slope, and I also wanted more curvier hips. Since I had to go under anyway, I might as well get the body I wanted. And I wanted a tight waist, and I think I achieved that with my doctor's hands, which is Dr. Calva. he did and performed the surgeries for me. He did an awesome job. If you were wondering what doctor I went to. Next question. That kind of went off the topic, but I just want to cover as much as I can. Okay, next one. Did you go by yourself? And how safe was this? And what was your BMI? What was the cost? That's like a bunch of questions at once. So, did I go by myself? No. Mr. Traveler went with me, and the cost did not include the hotel, the rental car, the meds. What else? The price of my surgeries did not include the hotel, the recovery, the food, the transportation, the rental car. What else? My garment, my equipment. That as far as my surgical needs, the garments that I wore, it was pricey. It was not cheap. The price between my surgeries was, what would you say, an estimate? It's about altogether
Like $8,000.
$8,000 just for my surgery. That's not including the recovery and all that. Once I was done. I did.
And then we spent like $2,000 more on top of that.
Okay. So there's your question for that.
Did they give you a discount?
No, you didn't give me a discount. That was the discount. I had 4 procedures.
Okay.
And I did not have a discount. I paid full price. We paid full price. And it was not discounted. How safe was this? This was really a really safe procedure because I myself work in surgery, so I know the protocol for surgery. I researched my doctor very well, and I discussed some procedures that he had with other people before I even went to him. So I checked out everything. I checked pretty much everything, and it took me years to figure out which doctor I wanted to go to, and the results was amazing that he did, so I decided on him. I didn't want to go to a regular doctor. I want to go to a reconstructive doctor because of the type of surgery that I needed.
So you want to do your research, and you want to be honest with them.
Yes, you want to do your research and be honest.
That will help you with the safety.
Yes, you want to be safe. That's your main goal. And another thing is we blame a lot on these doctors for downfalls. We have to do our homework too. We can't just go in there, having surgery and not discussing our history and our background. You have to discuss your history and background and your medical status at that time. You cannot hide anything from the doctor because it will affect you in anesthesia, in the anesthesia process. What was my BMI? My BMI was, let me see, I can't remember. What was my BMI?
He didn't say it. I don't remember him saying that.
My BMI had to be a certain level. Okay, and we already discussed the cost, so that was her next question. And that was it for my questions that I chose. Okay, that was it for the questions that was asked. I have more questions, but I'm going to cover them later because I want to do another video on questions and answers. So if you have any questions for me as far as the type of surgery that I had, just go ahead and comment below and I'll go ahead and take care of it for you. I'm going to go by the thumbs up because there's so many people watching the videos and I'm getting a lot of feedback and viewing, which I'm happy about. But I took you through this journey to help you decide on a healthy way to go and to have the body that you need. There's no reason that you should go through life regretting the way you look. I feel like you should just, if it's attainable, you should have it fixed. There's nothing wrong with having surgery. There's nothing wrong with cosmetic surgery as long as it's healthy. And it's the reason I made the video is to help somebody else that was in the same situation that I was, and hopefully I help you. So then to move on from the questions, I'm going to briefly talk about some things that you need to have when you're having surgery. If you're having a BBL, fat transfer, lipo, anything that has to do with going under, make sure you treat it just like a regular surgery. Some people think that BBLs you can just pop in, pop out. It is major surgery. They have to extract the fat from your waist. They have to aggressively use a cannula and put it back in you. So it's major surgery. You have to make sure that you you take into consideration that you're having surgery and take the necessary precautions. So what I'm going to do is show a few things that help me recover. I'm still recovering. I'm not fully recovered. I feel a little numb now. My stomach is really hard. I can finally sit after 3 months. I waited 3 months to sit. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have gloves. I kept gloves with me everywhere I went. The surgery is very messy, so we had to make sure that we take care of our, well, I had to make sure that I take care of my personal hygiene very, very good because you're leaking and it's a messy surgery. So you want to make sure you're clean and you want to be sterile and you want to be safe. So you don't want infection. So I kept gloves with me everywhere I went. The next thing that helped me a lot was my sports bras. You cannot wear a wire bra or anything with a wire when you're recovering, especially from a tummy tuck or a lipo. You want to make sure you have something soft. I'm still wearing my sports bras. I have my black garment on today, but I'll show you my beige garment and what the garment looked like. But that's why you see my straps. I'm trying to cover them, but you can't really cover them when you're wearing your garment, but you want to make sure that you have on something soft, nothing with a wire. When I said, no, when I discussed that the surgery is messy, it is. I'm going to get very graphic here. You want to make sure that you have something that stops, not really stop the leaks, but catches the fluids that comes out of your body. Once your body taking it, the lipo fluids are extracted from your waist, the fat, and then it's put back into your butt. And the cannula marks leak, like the incisions, they leak out, and it's normal. You want them to leak, but when you're leaking, you want to make sure that you can cover them up because it gets so messy. So what my husband did was he went to a store and bought a shower curtain to go over the bed to catch the leaks. And we also used, yes, pads.
Freaked me out.
It did. It was too much for him. But we got through it. And I had to put pads on under my garments to catch those leaks because that fluid was leaking like a faucet. But it was a normal part of the process. And you want to make sure you stay clean when that happens.
But you want to tell them, like, your doctor chose to do natural drains.
Yes. He didn't cover them.
For the fluid to come out, whereas some of the other doctors are using tubes.
They used what's called a J tube, and I can show you a picture right here. And the J tube actually sucks the fluids out, but then it's a breeding ground for disease and infection. My doctor don't like to use them. He would rather for you to drain naturally, and I had to let it drain. I couldn't cover up anything. I just had to let it drain, and it did for like 2 months. And one incision would close, another one would close, and then another one. I have about 8 incisions, and I didn't put any scar weight on it, any Mederma, anything like that. I'm letting it heal by itself, and eventually it'll go away. Here is my garment that I wore. I had a love-hate relationship with the garment. I'm wearing it right now too. You can see the straps is black. This one is beige. It gives your tush a breathing room with the Spanx in the back, but yet it's tight like a girdle, and it compresses all the work that your doctor did. So you want to definitely wear your garment 24 hours a day. I only took it off to take a shower, and I really couldn't sit in the tub. You can't sit. That's the worst thing ever. You cannot sit. The type of garment that I wore for 3 months was a Diane. It was in the size 44. I actually have a size down in the black, which is a 40, because when your weight drops, your garment drops. So you want to make sure you get 2. The price of these garments, a piece, was $120 each. And I picked them up from the facility that I had my surgery in. I also added lipo boards, 3 of them, to go around my waist. And I also added a triangle for my back for extra drainage and curvature of my back, the lower back portion. These are optional. And I added those because I was going for that hourglass curvy shape. You also want to factor in massages. I also had 20 massages along with my procedure. After you have your procedure, you're going to need lymphatic massages, and it's just not like a regular massage. It is a lymphatic drainage massage, and you have to make sure you have them so you can heal well. You have to use this every single day. I like the look that it gave me, but I was so uncomfortable with it. Sometimes I'd be itching, sometimes I'd scratch, sometimes it was hot, sometimes it was cutting me, but I still had to wear it. And under it, I had LIPO pads, and this is what the LIPO pads look like. Well, I've used them to death. That's why they look used, and I also had a triangle in the back that I threw out because it was bloody, but it was like a triangle, like some type of gauze that goes to my back to curve, to make the fluids go down and curve my back. So I used these pads, and I wore this garment for 3 months straight. I also added a hard pad in the front the first 2 months of my surgery, in addition to the lipo boards. I didn't take it off. And as you can see, my results are good. It feels like a tight girdle. And with this garment, you cannot wear a wire bra at all. So this is my garment, and that was my lipo pads. Well, that's going to be it for today. If you have any further questions, let me know. If there's anything that you want me to cover, let me know. I decided to bring Mr. Traveler on because this is who took care of me in the 3 months that I've been off camera. And I appreciate all my subscribers giving me support, praying for me, and I thank God for that. I couldn't get through it unless I had prayers, and it was not an easy surgery. In the whole process, I think I lost 35 pounds, almost 40 now, and I'm a lot slimmer and curvier. And it wasn't for weight loss, it was for a look, and I wanted to also fix that scar that I had, which I have to go back again for more revision of, because he couldn't fix it all in one time. I didn't want too much done, but I love my results. How do you think my results look?
The results are wonderful. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I look different. I get a lot of stares that I'm not used to, and I find myself explaining to a lot of people a lot of my process. They want to know, but then, certain things they don't want to know. So I get the stares and the looks, but I'm getting used to it, and I feel fit. I feel healthy, and I'm happy with my results. Thank you so much, Dr. Calvin. He did not give me a discount or anything. I paid full price, and like I said before, again, it's not cheap to go through this process, but it's something that I want to fix, and I have more things that I want to fix too, so I'll get on with those. So thank you very much for watching. Life short.
Have fun.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, guys.